Right, you all see me doing the unboxing of the Kral Bigmax. After the unboxing and the first day on the range, I've realized a few things. The gun actually shoots quite nice. I have a brilliant barrel with a bit of a choke in the front. But the hammer was a bit violent, so obviously hammer spring, valve spring combination might have been a bit out of whack. So my first groupings were not great at all. 50 yards was a bit mediocre. So after that I've decided, let me first work by magic and see what I can get right. So let me go through the gun quickly and just talk you through what I've done. So firstly, I've done a bit of work on the O-ring seals. Smooth that out so that you don't cut the O-rings anymore, so that is brilliantly fixed now. Secondly, I took the valve out. I've put a way lighter valve spring in. That enabled me to put a lighter hammer spring in. So I've balanced the hammer spring with the valve spring without doing any work to the hammer, to balance it out where I have a 32 foot-pound at maximum setting here. That also had some other benefits in this specific case. It reduced the hammer bounce quite a bit, so the shot count went up quite a lot. After that, it was still at 32 foot-pound, not backyard friendly. So what I've done is, let me just take this off. So what I've done is I've actually taken the blowback from the factory Kral out. There's some design flaws in that, so I've made a proper blowback that screws directly onto the barrel with the necessary blowback holes obviously going back, but with the facility then to screw on half-inch UNF silencers. Having to doing that, I had to cut the shroud a bit shorter, so that was done. I also added in the shroud a few baffles with the placeholders in between to ensure that I have an effective shroud. So obviously without the silencer the gun is still a bit loud, but now you have the facility to screw on one of my ball gun silencers, sit nicely. And even at 32 foot-pound, this is now backyard friendly. So this allowed me to do a bit more of the work in my home without going out to the range. Now accuracy at 25 meters, I now will post the targets right at the end of the video to just show the difference. But I had groupings where 2, 3, 4 pellets will land very close, and I'll get 1, 2 flyers again, and it ended up with this type of grouping size wise. So I was looking for what that could be. So what I've done is I've took the barrel out, I've polished the entrance to the barrel where the pellet go in. Although I couldn't pick up any damage to the pellets if I push it through the barrel, I've still polished that to a mirror finish to make sure that there's no issues. I've also crowned the barrel because obviously between my silencer fitment piece on the blowback there is a bit of a space, so I've crowned the barrel properly, and I've also polished that to a mirror finish. Still I couldn't get the correct groupings, but after I've done the whole hammer modification, with the hammer now being way less violent, things changed drastically. I immediately went down to a single hole grouping on 25 meters with 18 grain JSBs running around 900 feet per second. and all the flyers were gone. That was a big surprise. So my deduction was that with the inertia that the hammer put on the gun, that it actually maybe put some dynamics into the barrel and maybe a bit of a barrel whip, causing some of the pellets to fly. I could never get a 5-shot group that actually stayed together. But subsequent to the upgrades that I've done, the gun is brilliant. I must be honest. I can't fault it at all. I get a massive amount of shots from the 2 bottles as well. There was some other work that I had to do. I had to fix the connection, that screw in with a little Picatinny rail with the grip set on. I had to make that. But apart from that, not really a lot to do. So the gun, straight out of the box, I wasn't too keen on it. But after doing a little bit of work, this is a great gun. So I took this for field test, went for hunting weekend, and over the weekend dropped quite a few animals, including a few spring hares, ground squirrels. That's a big nuisance for the farmer in his paddock where the horses run, so you actually do not want the holes all over the show. Also saw a lot of rock pigeons, and the further shot was measured with the rangefinder at 98 meters. So the fact that this is now very accurate obviously lends itself to taking proper long range shots. And like I say, I will put some photos at the end, also some photos of how this look internally for the people that wanna maybe make the changes. Obviously, after my unboxing video and the first review that I put out, there was a few people that contact me, so I've ended up actually with this one smaller brother, the Kral Jumbo. That's exactly the same, it just don't have the bottle at the back, so it's got a full ambidextrous stock. And interestingly enough, out of the box, it had exactly the same problem as this one. So it will group a few and then you'll start throwing flyers, group a few, throwing flyers. So what I've decided to do exactly what I've done on this gun. So also balance the whole hammer system out, put a silencer on, and yesterday in my test, one of the best test results were on 25 meters again. After 5 shots I could put the pellet in the hole and it actually stayed there. So Kral is on to a winner here. There is a few needles straight out of the box, so if the factory is prepared to contact me, I'll give them the secrets to address this so that they can bring in a version 3. Apparently there is a version 2 out on the market. It is a bit difficult to determine whether you have a version 1 or 2. I couldn't ascertain. This is a 2017 model made in, I think it was made in February. But if they contact me, I will definitely give them the information to get this one to be a proper gun straight out of the box. But in my book, an excellent gun for long range shooting. And if you do want to do a bit of bench rest or shooting at 25 meters, I'm 100% sure you'll give a lot of people a run for their money. Kudos with this one, Kral. Paul Libber from Polgun, South Africa, signing out.